this morning? Are you aware that there are still people out there running? And I even heard that they expect the last one of them to come in after approximately 10 hours, so that will be 5 p.m. I was down there and took a look at it this morning, and I really admire these people. Many 6 miles. Very long run. The same goes with the cellulosic ethanol business. It is a long run, and it has been a long run until now. But with the latest years of accelerated development and some of the people who have contributed to that are here today, but there are many others out there, and I'm going to tell you about what we do and what we have done at Inbicon and what we see as the future path. So first of all, I would like to go back 2 years to I think it was August 2008 in Vancouver, and the Pacific Rim Conference, where I showed you this picture, if anybody was there. And this was where we were at 2 years ago, and this is where we are at today. We now have a facility up and running, and we're producing cellulosic ethanol, and not just in insignificant amounts, and that's fairly important because, as you all know, there are tremendous goals to reach, and Spencer showed us another way to present this for the RFS in the US. And when we took a look at that many years ago and the potential here, there's a huge number of plants and a huge amount of biomass that we need to get into this business. So everybody has to step up to the plate and do their best, and I think that we're seeing now that the competitive arena is changing a little bit, and as Barry said, more and more people are teaming up to work together because we all realize that the market is huge for us. So in Denmark, we can now have Danish cellulosic ethanol nationwide. And I really, really enjoy the word nationwide. We're just a country of 5 million people, so we're not that big, so it makes it easier. But nationwide still. 98 gas stations in Denmark have distribution of cellulosic ethanol, and it's a Norwegian oil company distributing this ethanol, and it is sold and branded as cellulosic ethanol, and it actually contains a premium price by the customers. So the ethanol is produced at our demonstration facility. It's hard to pick it out right here, but it's right in the middle. On the left side of the picture, you see the oil refinery where we have Statoil as the big refinery owner, and we sell our ethanol to Statoil, and they blend it and distribute it nationwide. If you imagine me being in the plane and looking down and seeing that picture, almost right below me is a Novozymes enzyme factory. So we do get enzymes from Novozymes, but we also get enzymes from so we have both of the major enzyme companies supplying us with enzymes. In the background, we see the power plant. This is the largest power plant in Denmark. Now you get a better view of the demonstration facility still in the middle of the picture. And the power plant is owned by Dong Energy, which is the largest energy company in Denmark. And fortunately, we are also owned by Dong Energy, so there are a lot of synergies there. And Dong Energy is a substantial company with 5,000, 6,000 employees, and we have almost $10 billion turnover in 2010. We're an integrated energy company, and we produce oil and natural gas extracted from the North Sea. We have power plants. We're the largest offshore, the largest operator in the world of offshore wind turbines. So we know what it's like to scale up, and we've done so successfully. We scaled up clean coal technology, we scaled up biomass to energy technology, we scaled up wind turbines and offshore wind. And now we're scaling up the cellulosic ethanol. So here's a picture of our demo plant, and I'll just briefly walk you through it. I'm not going to go into a lot of technical details because basically it's not that complicated if you know what you're doing. Here's the biomass handling. We get, once we reach our design capacity, we will convert 30,000 tons of wheat straw every year. And the wheat straw is taken from the pool of wheat straw that our bonus energy buy from the Danish farmers every year. It's between 500,000 tons and 1 million tons that we convert into energy every year. So our small takeoff is just a drop in the bucket. After a bit of cutting and removing of strains from these big bales, we pre-treat our biomass. It's a hydrothermal pretreatment. We don't use any acids. We just cook it at high temperature. Then we add the enzymes. This is where some of the real magic happens, as you can see on the lower picture. We have looking glasses so we can monitor the process, and we have approximately 6 hours of liquefaction of the biomass, and after that we just pump it into fermenters, and from there on it pretty much looks like a starch paste. In the upper right corner you see our fermenters, and you see our distillation towers, all of that off-the-shelf equipment. We have a control room. We have 3 people on shift, 24 hours a day. So we're a real industrial type facility. The process that we have is, as I said, is fairly simple as long as you know what you're doing. We convert the wheat straw into ethanol and a solid biofuel that we send to one of our power plants and produce green electricity and steam for our process. The third product is the C5 molasses. We don't have a very clean molasses, but we sort of put all the C5s and all the nutrients and salts from the biomass into the molasses, and we can use it for animal feed or for an anaerobic digester, or if somebody comes up with a viable organism. Maybe we will hear some about that in the next presentation. There is ethanol conversion as a potential, and also other higher chemicals and plastics. Where are we at now? Well, we've done the trip. I would say that we're about 22 miles into the marathon, and some people will claim that that's where we hit the wall, but I won't go into that. We've come from small scale, and in our case, small scale was actually 2.4 metric tons per day. That was our first pilot scale facility. And now we're in the 100 metric tons per day range. The important milestones that we have reached is, of course, the opening of the plant, the first ethanol, which was produced just before the climate summit last year. Fuel-grade ethanol in March. Molasses out of the house, delivered out of the house in April. Lignin pellets produced in June, and we've fired with them in our power plants. Delivery of ethanol and achieving the design yields of ethanol that we expected with the enzymes that we're using, and now the nationwide distribution. So what's the next step? Well, the next step for us is at least for the North American market, is a plant like this. It produces 20 million gallons per year of ethanol, and it takes 1,200 metric tons per day of biomass. And we have begun the engineering, and we have a couple of projects going on in North America. One of them that I can talk about is Great River Energy in Minneapolis, and they have a site in North Dakota, Spearwood, where they have a power plant, a fluid bed power plant, and a malting facility from Cargill as a neighbor taking off the steam. And they have excess steam, and we're planning a facility like this next to the power plant. And I thought today I'd bring along a major new insight, because sometimes when I see these presentations, and that includes my own, which I see a lot, of course, they tend to be a little bit the same over and over again. But recently in Denmark, we saw a major new development, and that was very, very interesting. So we see now that there is a major new player in the field. It's a big one. It's one of the largest and most well-known corporations in the world. As you can see, even Donald Duck knows that something has to be done. And with all the skills and competencies that they have in Disney, who knows, maybe they will be the next big competitor. These cartoons are actually real cartoons taken from the official Disney Donald Duck cartoon. So with that,